the old coach has had a coughing spell, so, between all the excitement and everything else, I'm a little short on breath. Hopefully everybody's here. Anyhow, a great win. We have tremendous respect for Colorado State. We knew it was going to be a hard-fought physical game, which it was. I thought our guys played really well. We certainly maybe could play it a little bit better, but from my vantage points on the sidelines, I was really pleased with them in all three phases. That's a great rivalry. It's a great to get the boot back. It means so much to our state and our students. So with that, I'll open up to questions.
Greg, it's been a rough month, but it sounds like a good time going
Yeah.
on. What does this mean for you guys?
Well, I think nothing cures a lot of ails better than a win, and playing better too. And we had been seeing emergent signs of it. We felt like this would be a week that we could capitalize on being really physical. And then I also, a couple of those catches Isaiah Nair made. I mean, Levi made a couple nice throws, but Isaiah is a big-time weapon as well.
Can you talk a little bit about the running game? I mean, it was just you were on all shoulders.
Well, that's what we were going to lean on. And, we kind of went and, I don't want to say redefined some of the things. We've been sputtering around on offense, trying to find some rhythm. And obviously been through some rough patches. But we felt like we saw some emerging signs with us getting movement, all the way back to the New Mexico game. And so it kept on getting better. I thought our backs ran hard. I thought Levi had some big plays. And when you can get the running game going, I know a lot of times people don't think it's all that fancy, but boy, it's effective. And that's our mantra. And so it was really pleasing to see that come out, and especially in this ball game.
Greg, you had to mix and match on the offensive line a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Is that nice to see that depth show up?
Well, we knew we were going to Eric Boucher, and hopefully we'll have him next week, but we don't know. And so we played a couple different people in there and played a couple different people in the tackle position. And so that group going into this year was going to be a group that we were going to lean heavily on. It'd been a little bit of a mixed bag, quite frankly, and today it wasn't a mixed bag. I thought they played great.
You talked about needing to get those takeaways on the defensive side. How happy were you?
Oh. Well, I can tell you this, as excited as I was when we finally scored a touchdown last week, it was great to see us come up. And the crazy thing was, I think the first interception was on fourth down. I was just still happy anyhow. But the next interception, I think it was a tip, and maybe Chad came up with it. So that was certainly super.
I know McBride had double-digit catches today, but you guys kept him between the 20s. How about the job Keontae and CJ?
Oh, the guys did a great job. And I've known Trey since we recruited him, talked to him before the game. I'm glad he's going to be gone. He'll be playing in the NFL someplace, but he played well today, but I thought we did a nice job on him.
Stonehouse had you guys pinned with one of his great punts, and obviously Swin hits that big run. What does that just say about the attitude of your philosophy in the offensive line to get out of that hole?
And Stonehouse is another guy I'm going to glad to see gone. Yeah, that play popped, and that's been in our playbook for quite some time. When we called it, we got great angles, and I think Titus read it right and popped it and flipped the field over. I thought that was probably the biggest play of the game.
I think I saw Alex Brown go down. Do you have an update?
Yeah, do not. I'll find out a little bit more tomorrow. I know he was not able to finish the game.
What does it say about Mayor, not only that he's making these plays, but the other team knows he's pretty much the main weapon in the passing game and just still be able to do it?
He's unusually gifted. He's got really strong hands. He's got a great catch radius, and he can run like a deer. Excuse me, that's a tough combination, and people know we're going to him. We'll continue to utilize him, but we'll see how people react to him, because I think you almost have to start to say you're going to roll safety over the top of him.
Greg, you have some really impactful seniors in that locker room. What does this mean to get them the boot one last time?
Well, I couldn't be happier for them, and we had talked about that, to take this moment in. I talked to the seniors at the pregame meal before we did our final cowboy walk. You know, that's not the end of our season, but it will be the end of this series for them. And for them to really embrace it all. And I thought they did, and they played really well. And, excuse me, these are games that they'll talk about for 20 years. I mean, that's just how it goes. So it's certainly great to win the boot and win it at home. And it was a great victory.
When you guys came out of the tunnel to start the game, I mean, you were like testing your 40 time and went over and got the students fired up. I mean, did you have a good feeling that your game plan?
Who got the students fired up?
You did. You came running out.
Oh.
Got the students, I mean, were you confident your game plan was?
I was on edge, and I told myself, hell, I was going to beat all the players out there because usually I just pull over the side. So maybe I had a little extra adrenaline going. It was great to see the students, though, and they had a lot of energy today.
Can you share with us if Aiden Eberhard said anything to this group or anything? I know that was emotional.
I don't know if he said anything. I saw him on the cowboy walk over there, hugged him, told him I loved him. He's going to have some major knee construction, and I'm sure he's in there celebrating too. Okay, thanks a lot, guys.